Thank you, thank you. I was painting model kids this morning, so you see stains. I didn't kill anyone. On a Sunday, much like this, when I was 7 years old, we went to Mass in the morning at 8 a.m. That was the custom in my family. My dad wanted it over with. And then after Mass, I saw The Messiah for the first time because we watched horror movies on TV, Channel 6, and I saw Boris Karloff. And I said, oh, this is what my grandma makes a big fuss about with Jesus. I understand it now. And I gave myself to him completely. I identified with him in the way that other kids identify with superheroes, in the way that people identify with a holy figure. I thought he represented who I was. The story he had with his father creator was similar. I have with my father creator. A very good man, but I think I remained apostle for him almost all my life, except the last few weeks. We had a story that I shall relate later, but very moving. And I decided, after I read the novel at age 11, that I would make this movie. I said, I can talk about me and my dad, and maybe my dad will understand something, and I'll have a beautiful ending, and life will be good. It took me more than 40 years to get to that, and I realized in the course of that time that I had become my dad one day in the mirror, and that I had been so busy being a son that I didn't realize that I was a father to two, and I owe them an apology myself. And out of all this and the desire to tell something that melded what I learned through the decades about the Romantics, about Mary Shelley, I became obsessed with Frankenstein, wrote about 5 prologues to different editions of the novel. I made it a study of mine and realized that the only way to honor it was to fuse her biography, my biography, and create this Labs Catholic, a Labs Catholic opera, and to give it everything I had, every chip I accumulated over 30 years of career by making it the last of the Mohicans. What you're about to see is all handmade by humans, for humans, and full scale. So there are no volumetric LED projection screens. There are miniatures, pretty goddamn large, but we'll talk about it later. It's what we wanted to do was what we call aspirational execution, meaning we wanted to see fabrics that were woven, embroidery that was done by hand, real sets, and the craftsmanship that all our guilds are proud of. So here's a movie for you. See you after Mass. It's Sunday. Thank you.